You know how the dogs get. The puppies decided they wanted to go live. They're looking at me like I'm an idiot. We're just taking a quick run over to the pharmacy today. Hey, Bird. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Hi, Jaden. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Just doing a quick trip over to the pharmacy. But it's a pretty day, so I figured I'd light it up. Very cold, but it's a pretty day. I'm down through Burnett, and that's weird. Got a voicemail, but it never rang. Hey, Mama O. We're running over to the pharmacy. Puppies once again decided they wanted to go live, so it's kind of funny. Every time I say that, they look at me like I'm an idiot. For those that don't think that they know things, they seem to know things. Although it was a little odd today, Cindy didn't really want to get in the truck. Usually she's right there to jump in. Uh, and I always stop and let them go potty before we get in the truck, so that's not the problem. She just pulled the other way rather than wanting to get in the truck like she usually does. So I got to figure out what's going on with that. Unless she felt slighted because she didn't get a cookie yesterday when we were out. Hey, Eddie. This one's just a quick trip out to the pharmacy, but it's very cold, but it is a beautiful day, and so the everything. Whoops, squirrel. He got away. Hey, Jerry. Thanks for coming in, bud. Hi, Tiger. We're headed for the pharmacy. We're going down into South. Hi, the moose. Heading down into South Prairie, and yeah, I can't hit the little critters if we can hit, or the big critters for that matter. I'm looking at the camera. That windshield is filthy. Sorry about that. When you go live on your phone, you get a dimmed picture of it until you actually go live. And with the sun blazing in on it, that is a filthy windshield. We did hit 2,000 today on Munchie Mafia. Very exciting. And all week long, she's been saying she wasn't going to go Saturday night. But last night, I was informed apparently we are going to go Saturday night and Sunday this week. So I guess we'll be doing 2 lives this weekend again. Saturday, she's going to do the tuna tacos that she found. Well, you guys gave her numbers and books last week out of the off the cookbooks on the counter, and she found that tuna taco thing. So she's going to do that Saturday night, and then Sunday, I don't know if she's going to do the wheel or something else. Yeah, cat food tacos. That's what I'm looking at too. Doesn't sound good to me, but as she likes to say, I've got the palate of a toddler. Fish and chips is okay, but beyond that, I'm not much of a fish person. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow night. Probably a DoorDash night. Let's see what else is going on. Uh, oh, she does have some great stories this weekend from this week at work. I'll tell you that. It's been a strange week. Yeah, we'll be going after Eddie and Gary on Saturday night. So after Devil Dog and Belt Loop, we'll go Saturday night. So that'll be fun. If Eddie's still in here, I do have a request. Can you tweak the gambling program? There seems to be a problem. It was, according to Ralph, it was supposed to have like a 20-second delay between chances at the times you can play, and it it's gotten a lot longer than that. Yeah, yeah, me too, Jerry. I gamble all through your lives, Eddie. You know, exclamation point, gamble. And when I first started playing, when I first realized you had that and started playing, Ralph said originally said that there was like a 10 or 20-second delay. You couldn't go right after each other. So I started timing it out, and it was working fine, and I was having fun with it. And the last couple of lives, that time frame has extended. I don't know what it is now, but sometimes it'll go 2 or 3 minutes before I can play again. Not that that's my only entertainment. It's just fun to play while you're live. But that's, you're the only channel that has that. Hey, Larry, thanks for coming in, bud. So I don't know if it got changed or if something else is going on, and I'm just an idiot. That's a possibility too, you know. I mean, it runs off of Nightbot, so I'm sure other Nightbot stuff interferes with it. But really, sorry I missed that. YouTube is so bipolar with the damn notifications. I only get a notification for her about once a week, and it's always 2 hours after she was live. Hey, Des, the notifications are just ridiculous. I get notifications for all kinds of stuff I'm not subscribed to, but the people I'm subscribed to, uh, well, the ones I'm subscribed to that go at the same time all the time, I have phone reminders on for. But the ones that I count on YouTube reminders on, I'm kind of screwed on because YouTube is just ridiculous. Oh, stop. Nobody else wants to hear that. I don't want to hear it either. You got to learn to bark, dog. She mispronounced it. Everybody mispronounces everything around here. Cindy has to complain about everything outside the truck. Yeah, I guess you guys are about to get hammered. Some areas are already getting hit. I mean, we got tons of rain last weekend, and I guess it's all coming down in snow where you guys are because it comes through here and then all goes that direction. And now we've got the cold temperatures, but we don't have the precipitation right now. It was 19 here when I got up. Yeah, hopefully y'all don't get hit too bad. We were in Big Match last night, and I guess and Buglet Emily got hit pretty hard already. And Demoose has got snow already too. Of course, he's had it for a while now. But yeah, this is supposed to be a bad one. Every inch of rain is a foot of snow, so yeah, it is the season. So it's going to be bad. It's just going to depend on where the rain clouds hit the worst. 10 to 12 inches. Yeah, north of you, they're talking about 2 to 4 feet. Oops, forgot to plug the phone in. Um, uh, my uh, my ex sister in law is in Wisconsin, and my daughter talked to her a while ago. Well, a while ago, yesterday, and they were expecting a couple of feet. Yeah, yeah, snow's not bad out here. When we get an ice storm out here, then we everybody loses power, and it's a problem. And when we get a foot of snow, Seattle only gets a couple of inches, but the couple of inches will completely shut down Seattle. Heck, most people out here can't drive in the rain because they're not from here. In the 90s, we had a migration from California come up, and God, did it go sideways. And all these people with the four-wheel drives get out. Four-wheel drives can go anywhere in snow, but nobody realizes that they don't stop any better in snow. I mean, it's really kind of surprising out here. Usually the foothills, you'll see them when I get back out on the main road. Usually the foothills out here have snow on them this time of year, and they don't this year. We just haven't had the kind of snow we usually get. Yesterday you were freezing because it was 79. Hey, Karen, thanks for coming in. Nope, no snow here. We had the rain last weekend that you guys are going to get the snow from this week. Uh, okay, guys, I'm going to mute you for just a second here, and then we'll get back on the road. Hey, Kevin. Well, that's messed up. I don't have my newest insurance card, and I've got double insurance, and my one insurance is only going to pay part of it, and so it's a $400 copay to pick that up. So they can just sit on it for another few days until I get my other insurance card. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, I don't need it till Monday. Hopefully that other card will be here by then. That's Ozempic for you, Eddie. That's what I'm going to figure out when I get home if I can print it online. I was supposed to already have it, but our in our town we don't get mail delivery at home. Everybody has a free PO box, and we had an awesome. We called her our postmistress. It was a woman postmaster, and she was amazing. And she retired about a year ago. And the new gal that took over is a little flaky, but the gal that substitutes for her is very flaky. And we end up with other people's mail in our box all the time, and I'm sure ours end up in other people's mail. So I should have already had it, but I had to ask for another card because I didn't receive it. I don't. I'm not supposed to shoot up again with that until Monday, and I should be able to get it corrected by then. And in reality, if I have to go a day or two without it, it's not critical. I've had to do it before when the pharmacy was out of it. If I have to go too long, then I have to start all the way back down at the bottom dose and work my way up again. But I don't think it'll be that long. But that's just ridiculous. The reason that it's so expensive is because of the people that use it for weight loss. That's why Medicare and the other insurances aren't willing to cover it. I could probably get a pre-authorization from my doctor to prove that this was for medical and not for weight loss, and that would solve it. But that would probably take more time than it will to get the other insurance card. So it's more dumb stuff with insurance. Anyway, like I was saying, you can see the foothills out there, and there should be white on top of those, and there's not. So we haven't had the kind of snow we usually get. It's actually kind of dumb. I just picked up my Lantis last weekend, and normally I get 2 boxes of it, which is 10 pens, which lasts me a month or so. And they gave me like all 9 boxes of the whole prescription. So you're willing to pay for that, but you're not willing to pay for this. With double insurance, I shouldn't even have copays. Well, hopefully everybody doesn't get jacked up with this snowstorm. You asshat, you got over here in the blowaway lane to get ahead of everybody, and then you start off like a asleep at the wheel. It's 6 degrees there. That's nice and cold. Okay, now I should be back. They did its reconnected thing. It's probably Nightbot doing it, Eddie. It was just too busy with Nightbot doing its weather and all the other stuff. Yes, the guy in front of me was an asshat. If you're going to get into that right lane, the whole concept is to jump ahead of the people that are already going slow. 12 to 20 inches, that's a heck of a snowstorm. It had to be Sammy. All right. Sorry, guys. We're going to get blasted in the face with the sun here for a minute. I know, Dory. We're almost home. 10 to 20 already, and you got another 20 coming. Jeepers. Sun feels good. It's actually warm coming through the window, but or the windshield, but it's it's definitely cold outside. Yeah, like I say, we don't get a lot of snow once you get off the mountain, really. But what what snow we do get, the trucks keep it pretty well cleared off the main road. But they don't plow neighborhoods. So if you don't have a car or a truck big enough to get out of your neighborhood, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, Burn, exactly. All right. Well, we are rapidly running out of signal. Um, I will let it go until we get into Wilkinson, and then we'll shut it off. But so tomorrow night, after Eddie goes and Gary goes, then Munchie Mafia will go. Uh, so that'll be about 8 o'clock tomorrow night, our time, and then Sunday night at 6 p.m. our time, we'll go again. And it should be a fun weekend. All that great acreage and two cattle on it. All right, guys, this is where we're going to lose it. So I will say goodbye. Love y'all, and I will see you out there in YouTube land somewhere, I'm sure. Try to make Dez's tonight. Hopefully, Dylan doesn't bother me, my apprentice. He's working on his grandma's restaurant. So, all right, bye, guys.